Morning everybody, we're in the state of Gujarat, standing on the bed of the West Banas River. We're we're northwest of Gandhinagar, a city. How far? I've forgotten. By road it's been about a 3-hour drive.
110, 120.
120 kilometers northwest of Gandhinagar. I'm standing here with Professor Vikrant Jain from the Indian Institute of Technology Gandhinagar and Anukritika,
Yes.
who's a PhD student working under Professor Jain. Anukritika's PhD is looking at not only the West Banas River but also the Mahi River, which we're going to visit tomorrow. But just for now, we're going to focus on the West Banas, and we're standing in the bed of the West Banas. And if you look behind, there's a very long bridge, probably 400 or 500 meters long. And it's hard to believe we're standing in the channel, and it's hard to believe this carries flow, but it does. But interestingly, we're in the monsoon season at the moment, and we've all been surprised there's not any water actually flowing down the river. So, Anukritika, can you explain why that is?
So, the reason why there is no water even during the monsoon season is because we have a dam in upstream, which is like 40 kilometers river distance. So, that is holding up all the water. So, for now, they've released the water from there, but it's going to take about 2-3 days to reach here. So even though this looks that it doesn't have any water, but it is a highly dynamic, as we have seen in the historical cross section. I can show you
Please. Yep. So these are cross sections that have been surveyed regularly over the years.
So as you can see, the oldest one is from 1994 and the most recent one is 2020, and you can see how dynamic it is and how much the channel is shifting, the main course is changing. So when the flows come, the river bed response to it is very dynamic, it changes its place. And also when we were coming here, we observed a large distance of paleo channels, and we observed floodplains from around maybe 9 to 10 kilometers even before reaching the main channel. And we could also see the dynamics in the nearby areas where we have broken bridges, so they are also indicating the flood which has come here around 2017. So yeah, this area is highly dynamic, and but due to the anthropogenic reasons such as building of dam, it is changing its morphology, but yet when the water comes, the river do responds to it in a very dynamic way.
So I'm looking at the bridge piers here in the main part of the channel. I don't know how deep they've sunk them, but presumably they're sunk many meters down. Because if there's that amount of scour, I think from the cross section, there's maybe 2, 3, or even 5 meters of scour.
Yeah, surely.
So that can pose a challenge for infrastructure. So some rivers that don't have surface flow nonetheless may have pools of water on the bed, or even surface flow, because of groundwater supply. Is groundwater important in this river or not?
Yeah, definitely. So when we talk about dryland river, we talk about the importance of groundwater, and here you can see that the river is dry, so there is no base flow inflow from the groundwater. I am also studying the longitudinal connectivity of this river, and I saw this most of the time this area remains dry. We do not have any water here, so this suggests that there is no base flow contribution, and whatever water we get there, it is kind of being pumped from the riverbed wells. So
maybe we can just walk over and have a look at this. Because there are some pumps operating, they don't seem to be functioning well.
Some leakage of water from that pipes, and there is one well as well.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
No. Okay. Let's have a look here. So this is being pumped up. So this is groundwater coming from presumably several meters below the surface of the bed. And there's a hole in the pipe, which is why it's being sprayed into the air, which is not ideal really. You'd rather the groundwater be delivered to where it actually needs to go. But yeah, okay. That's an introduction to the West Banas River. We might stop at some other points.
And also we are at the most downstream reach of the West Banas. Okay.
So we're going to travel upstream?
Yeah, we're going to travel upstream from here on. So and the width is about 900 to 1000 meters. And then it's going to narrow upstream, and also the lithology will change, which you'll observe. So yeah.
Okay. So we will stop at some other points and discuss that.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Sure.